All right. So, hello and welcome to today's podcast for B2W, Between Two Worlds, where we discuss all things Disney, parks, cruises, merch, movies, anything Disney.
And the shit I
I'm
know.
K-Pats coming to you from Hamilton, Ontario, and I'm joined by our very lovely Batten, coming to you from
Richmond, California.
Richmond, California. And then I also have Alexis with us sitting in beautiful San Francisco.
Strong West Coast presence. What's up?
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
All right. So before we jump into today's topics, or today's news, I should say, a little round robin of what we're drinking. I'll start off and I'm going to throw it to Alexis. So I'm super excited for my cup today. You guys haven't even seen it.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Cup. It is a vintage Disney Polynesian
Cute.
frosted
Oh man, that's jealous.
frosted Disney cup. I'm going to take a little sip.
Is it matcha? What's in it?
It's currently filled with rose matcha iced tea.
It looks
But
like
I picked
lime
this up
Kool-Aid.
off Facebook Marketplace, and I'm pretty excited.
You got it off Facebook?
Yes.
The obsession is real, everybody.
Alexis, what are you drinking today?
Oh, well, I'm just drinking a little water out of my Get Your Ears On, Mickey, because the countdown to vacation is official. I'll be
How
in the
many
pool
days?
next week, and I'm so excited.
Batten,
He
do you
has
have
a
like a
tiny
nice
little body,
coffee
so he
with
doesn't
you
hold
or
very
anything?
much. So
I have already drank 2 Ventis and they're all gone.
So you've sipped.
you sipped a lot.
You've
What we
sipped a
sipping
lot.
from?
All right. Well, so we're going to switch up our topic for today. We had a plan, but we're going to switch it up and make a slightly shorter video for today. So we're just going to there's been a lot of news. A lot of new stuff has been coming up. We've posted some of it on our Instagram, and some of it we've just kept it to ourselves, away from each other. Exactly for this podcast. So we're going to do like a little round robin. Keep on going around until there's no more stories left.
Perfect.
Batten, do you want to go first since you didn't have anything to share sipping with us today?
Sure. I would like to share that I am beyond excited that one of my favorite shows from Magic Kingdom is coming to DCA, Mickey's PhilharMagic.
That's a big thing for
perfect
you.
location. I'm excited.
I love it because I don't know, it has such fond memories for me from when I was on the WDW-CP. That would be the Walt Disney World College Program, for those of you who don't know. When I was there, and I just thought it was so cool. Like, you get your 3D glasses, you get to smell baked apple pie, you see Donald's booty at the end. Like, I don't know, it's super fun. It has all the classics that I remember, like, growing up, Lion King and Little Mermaid and, Sorcerer Mickey, who's the greatest Mickey out of all of them. And I don't know, I'm just really excited to have it at DCA and then see how they've updated it, because I do have to admit, the last time I saw it
with us.
Yeah, it was all of us, right? I think that's the last time I saw
the screen is a little 2005. But I love it. Like, I'll still watch it. I will get a fast pass for it. That's how much I love it. It's just such good fond memories. So I'm super excited that it's coming to DCA.
Yeah, it says that it's coming sometime in April. So I'm
what?
Secretly hoping that it's like already done, and then they're like,
wait.
By the way,
it's coming in April, and they just announced it.
Yeah.
Where's it going?
It's going where Frozen used to be, where our Muppet Show used to be.
Okay.
So it's just inside Disney California Adventure and into Hollywood.
Near Monsters.
Kind of across the street from the Mickey's and Mouse Playhouse, like across it's out by the Monsters. So if you kept going backwards, Monsters would be back there.
I'm kind of hoping, did they say they're going to make any changes? Is there any, specific?
Well, I no, they didn't say anything about like upgrading it per se, but that theater is so got a like major overhaul with Frozen. So I don't know how they're integrating that. Like when you walk in, like there was like moving photos of, you know, Frozen scenes and stuff. So who knows? But I'm excited for something new. That's
I
always
have
fun.
to admit, I just read the headline and got real excited and then moved on.
And just kept
That
going.
was it.
I kept going.
That's all that's good.
All right. Alexis, what do you got?
Oh, well, following that, I mean, I got so many text messages from family, friends, us, like, there's no smoking in the parks, which praise be. We've, as a family, I think as a unit, we've all hated that walking through the random smoker, even smoking designated areas have always been like kind of thoroughfares where you needed to walk by. And just being sensitive to it myself, I was just so over it being an adult. And now I'm really glad that it includes not only Juuls and like other e-cigs, it's full on smoking ban. So that is a positive. And then, I mean, stroller, like that whole security update they're doing for because of Galaxy's Edge opening. It's smart, knowing though that most of the strollers actually fit inside that containment. Because heard from like a couple parents that they were upset that they, you know, couldn't manage their toddler and baby stroller, like they were worried about the size. But it seems that it covers basically even the double wides pretty like fairly. It's just those extra oversized ones, and then those what all the parents love are those like carts.
So wait, okay, tell me. I have no idea what it has anything to do with Galaxy's Edge and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Oh, I
what's
think
the?
they're trying to mitigate as much crowd control and like the just like encourage better people flow. So with like they've never had wagons, but then that stroller wagon came out where it's like a bigger like box and like two or three kids can sit in it. You can put an umbrella over it. It like started coming into the parks, I think, you know, kind of last year. But that dragging and the extra wide strollers just won't help them like crowd control. So I think they wanted to start putting that in effect beforehand and get cast members kind of on alert for that, and also let people know that they're not going to be able to transverse in such major vehicles in the park, which is good. And then other Galaxy Edge news is that they are doing, based on your ticket, you have certain access times. That's the rumor, is that you'll be like almost like airplaned. Like you'll have a boarding class A, boarding class B, boarding class C, and that will determine like when you can access that. So they're really trying to get ahead of the crowd control, but that won't go into effect until July. So we'll have like they'll have a month of like kind of figuring it all out, and then July will roll out with the you can go to Galaxy's Edge from this time to this time.
Well, I heard that. So, and because the last time we were talking about Galaxy's Edge, which was like I think
The first podcast,
our first episode,
yeah.
3 weeks ago, I then started to listen from other podcasts that when I didn't realize was the dates. Those are soft openings for both parks. It's not the official open dates, which is not really how everyone was talking about it 3 weeks ago. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, they're soft openings. Like you mean, and you had mentioned, Alexis, only one out of the two rides are opening, right?
Yeah,
Like
I just think that they want to figure out how flow is going to happen, especially at Disneyland, because it's going to cause some changes. And so these changes, I think they're already anticipating being good ideas. And so they just wanted to kind of knock it out right away.
Any other new speculation on what I haven't heard anything, but everyone's like they have no idea when the is it Rise of the Rebellion is the second ride?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. But there's like basically saying like there is no speculation on when that ride's going to happen because they haven't like worked out all the kinks. Like they're pretty concerned about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything like inside sources about testing or how everything's going. So I think it's just opening up the full space and managing that. And I think they don't want to do that just because then it will cause so much people traffic. If they say, oh, like all the attractions are opening this time, there's just going to be a ton of people. Yeah. So I think they're safeguarding that for themselves, so that way they can manage that in, once they feel confident that they can kind of control that flow.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So lots of positives and strategies and stuff like that in the news, but yeah, I'm, like I said, I got a countdown going. I'll be in the park, so all I can really think about now is just getting there.
Okay, I'll share one of the 3 news stories I have, and I'll continue round robin until we run out of time. But this was my big news, my being a worlder. So you can see that Alexis is definitely our lander as she's spitting out all the Disneyland information, and her countdown to her trip. I am very... I've grieved. I've gone through all the, I don't know, what is there, like 7 steps of grieving? I don't know, or 9 or whatever it is. The fact that they are officially retiring the Disney's Walk Around the World bricks outside of Magic Kingdom and the TTC. I'm very upset about the whole deal. I'm like trying to be understanding because I understand that change has to happen, and I think we talk about this every episode about change happening and it needs to happen, but and the bricks were only guaranteed to 2011, which I didn't realize because I wasn't the purchaser of our brick. I was a young child when we bought our brick. My mom bought it, I think, for like $200 at the time. Would have sent like so much money.
Yeah,
I would have bought like 7 nowadays, but like it was something, since I didn't know about that clause until this news came out, I think I just always felt like it was going to be there. And like we as a family, like my mom says, like she used to be like, don't come to my grave when I die, like go to the Disney brick, like go to Disney, like have a little moment of reflection and like walk into the park. She's like, don't even, like, she's like, I don't even care where you bury me, just go to the brick.
Yeah.
So for me, now that it's going to be gone, I was kind of like, that's where I was going to visit my mom after she died. Disclaimer, my mom is still alive and well to do so and with us. She is also pretty destroyed about the whole deal. But that being said, for anyone who does have a brick, they are slowly going to be starting to be removed throughout this year. You do have an opportunity to email, I think it's info, what is it? It is, you email guest.services@disneyworld.com with your name and your hometown of the person who sponsored the brick. And you have to do this before August 31st of this year. And they'll give you a discount to buy a 6-inch commemorative brick for $10 instead of the regular $29.99 price that they're giving to everybody else. So basically now everyone can buy a brick. That being said, it does not. I officially saw a photo of what the brick looks like. It does not look like the brick that is like in the park.
No, it's not weathered. That looks like the brick that like when they first put them down, they were like brand spanking new.
Yeah, it's like a plate, and they like print on it, and they're doing it in the marketplace at downtown Disney. So you can basically walk up and like buy a brick. You can get a 6-inch.
Where are the old ones going?
Pardon?
Where are the old ones going?
They're being destroyed. So the terminology they use is that they were not designed to be individually removed. So what I'm thinking and I would imagine, like, if we lay bricks down in our own backyard, you just put them on top of gravel and like sometimes they shift. There's probably like an underwebbing underneath that makes sure like those bricks haven't moved in the past 15 years. So I think they're just going to smash them up and pull them out. Like, I think they're going to be like,
there's just no way they could manage getting them back to anybody. That's all.
I think they don't care to like meticulously take them out.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. Like, they're just like, nah.
They're just going to jackhammer those babies and like it's going to be brick dust like before we're done.
Oh my god!
So you can also find Workman. Just like it'll be like magical pixie dust. There's like that'll be it. I'm going to buy a brick for the family,
Hell yeah.
possibly 2. And then I'm going to buy an ornament for each of, like, for my mom, me, and then my brother. So those are like the three families. But even talking about it, I'm a little upset about it.
Well, okay, so our workaround as a family, because we missed in 2005, I believe, that Disneyland did a similar thing. So the intersection between Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, they said, oh yeah, you can buy a brick, it'll be a commemorative. So all along, for the 50-year celebration of Disneyland, this was going on while there was like other constructions happening, and we didn't do it. And my mom has always regretted it, always hated that she didn't do it when she could. But our solution is that we actually claimed a brick in Disneyland. So in Disneyland, there is kind of, as you're like, you go through the turnstiles and you go right. So you go underneath the bridge with the opening day plaque. And then the bricks start to form, and there's kind of like this come together. And then there's like a square brick right on the corner of the design. And so that has been our family brick. And it doesn't have anything on it. It's just a small, simple square brick. But every time I go in, I touch my toes on it. It's our family brick. And so it's funny that, that brick most likely will never leave. So it's just been denoted as our brick because we missed the window of making a special plaque one. But I will be buying one.
I like that.
I think they're cool.
I like that. I have to take like the montage of like all of my brick photos that I've taken throughout like the 10 years or 15 years.
I've also done it, and I've done it at Disney World, and I did it at Disneyland Paris too. I earmarked with a photo and to a family like, hey, this is our brick. So in the park we have a brick at each.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
yeah, I know you have to go in 5. Do you have one last story news before you depart us?
Not really, but I was just going to circle back and play devil's advocate around the whole smoking thing, because I'm also very excited about it. As a former smoker, I still hated the smell of smoke, even when I was smoking. But how much policing is really going to happen? I mean, we've all been at Epcot, we've all been at, Animal Kingdom, when people still just walk around smoking regardless. So it'll be interesting to see. Like, I'm super happy about this ban. It totally makes sense, but just how enforceable it is, or how much people are actually going to pay attention to it. Like, I feel like people smoke anyways, especially at World, regardless of where these designated smoke areas are. So
I did not realize that, but you spent more time in World than I did, like, as a cast member.
Yeah, I mean, people smoke everywhere. I mean, you have a drink in your hand and you smoke in Epcot. You walk around World Showcase and you smoke, and it doesn't matter if you're in the designated smoke area or not. And no one's ever really, other than like, oh, can you put that out? So it'll be interesting to see, like now that I get it that it's official, and now they can refer to it and say like there is no smoking areas anymore. But what does it really mean? Are you going to get 86 from the park, so you can get fined?
Yeah,
I like the term 86. You really went like security there.
I think it'll be interesting. I think it's always been in the cast members' hands. So I think if they feel like, if they have a game plan and empowered to, instruct, whether that be like alerting security to a cast member, or if they're, if security team will actually make that a priority, it'll be interesting. They have the whereabouts, they have the technology to figure out where all this is happening and who's doing it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it's something. I hope it's something that's enforceable. And if not, it'll just be me being like, "Excuse me, do you know that there's no smoking?" Oh, great, thanks, goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, unless they start like, checking every single bag for cigarettes.
Ooh, even better. I hope that happens.
There's no way they would not allow people to bring them in, because like people would be like, "It's my stash." Like, there's no way.
I mean, that's true.
But, yeah. And it's funny because I remember the first time I went to Disneyland with my husband, we didn't see, like, to be honest with you, I never see people smoke in Disney World. Like, I've never seen a designated smoking spot. ever. Maybe because it's bigger or it's different, or I was a
Yeah,
kid.
where
I
were
don't
they
know.
at World?
What?
Where were they at World? Like
I don't have the slightest idea. I've never
Disneyland,
seen a
they were
smoking section
behind
before.
Thunder, and that was the only one left. And then at DCA, there was one a roundabout from Grizzly River Rapids.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There was the one right by Thunder. My husband and I were doing dinner at, what was the barbecue restaurant that's now gone because of Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. And we were walking by writing for reservations. There was this person smoking. To be honest with you, they were smoking pot.
Yeah.
Obviously with a weed license because it's California. Woo! And my husband was like right away he went into like security mode and he like walked up to a cast member and he's like, that's not allowed. And it's probably because it was the person was smoking weed, but I was like, babe, we're in California. Like he probably has a medical license and that's a smoking section. And he's like, there's no smoking sections in Disneyland. And the cast member's like, that's a smoking section. And he was just like floored by the whole ordeal. Like he was like, yeah. You headed out?
Bye.
Bye, Patton. See you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye. So we're gonna continue the news with the rest of us. I think Alexa's got a few more up her sleeves. Is that right?
No, I don't know if I have
one more that we could talk about, and then talk about your news, and then why don't we talk a little bit about your trip and close it off?
Sure.
Okay. I have two depending. So I'll talk about this more technical news, and it's been out for a bit, but it's new for our channel. We haven't talked about it. There was a price increase at Walt Disney World.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. So they do this all the time. So Walt Disney World theme park tickets have increased. This was I want to say it was 3 weeks ago they announced this. And we all know now that Disney World has different ticket day pricing based on time of year.
Yep.
Disneyland has the same thing, right?
Disneyland has it per day.
Per day, yeah.
Yeah, per day
so
the price can change.
The busier holiday weeks are now more expensive. That's really the summary of what happens in Walt Disney World. Yeah. So, for example, if you wanted a one-day ticket during the Christmas week peak period, it is now
oh man,
$159. No hop. That gets you into one park, where that's an increase from $129 for 2018. They added $30 for the day to get it. If you want to go around Easter, Memorial Day, and before Christmas, you're paying $139 for a single day ticket, non-hopper. Non-hopper.
That's so crazy.
If you want to upgrade, hopper upgrades to one day or multi-day tickets are now another $5 across the board. Like it's expensive.
Yeah, I'm always curious as to when it's gonna hit that peak, when it's gonna hit that point for people. I mean, I don't know. I
don't know if they're just pushing.
I mean, like I made the commitment for just like annual passing it because I can't even imagine it being a deal if you don't.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, annual passes also have gone up over the years and are really expensive, but if the day passes are going up, it's just pushing you to be like to do. I mean, it's funny too, because then I think about when we looked at the annual passes for Disneyland Paris.
Oh my God.
For Disneyland Paris converted into like American was like $250.
Yeah,
which
and we were just like maybe we should just buy it.
Like I've never gone to Disney and had like, normally I buy a hopper pass when I was traveling most of my career, my Disney professional career. I didn't spend less than $350 on ticket passes, and then I go to Disneyland Paris and they're like, here's your annual pass for $250.
Yeah
blown
mind blown, ears off, everything
off. Anyways, so it's a few weeks old if some of you guys have heard it, but heads up, Disney World.
Yeah, I'm always curious as when that bubble is gonna burst. I have no idea.
Well, in our next segment about things that are expensive at Disney, we'll be talking about the World of Dreams tour. So
Just committing full bore.
Money is no limit. They just keep being like,
lean
we'll put
right
it out
into
there,
it.
and then we pay it. And they put it out there, and we pay it.
I guess so. It's the ones that are committed to it for sure. But it's those like it's the it's the every other traveler. I think that's why families. I mean, that's why you can only go once, and it's so sad that I think it.
I am worried.
Yeah, it's funny that someone I saw it on Instagram. I don't know if I remember who it is, and it'll come back in the corrections corner. But they had found like a 4-day Walt Disney World pass, and it was like the ticket was like it almost looked very commemorative, but the 4-day park hopper for it was $195.
Yeah, it was the one that had like the stamps, right?
Yeah, and it was like
I had those. I so wish I kept them. And they were lifetime. You bought 4 days and you used it like I remember going back with a pass we bought in the late 80s. I went back in like 97 and was like, here's my day pass.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Did you have any other news?
Gotta love it. No, I think that was really it. I think that was major for me. It's
did you hear? I feel like I should have saved this when Batten was here, but did you hear there's a new fireworks show coming to Magic Kingdom Holiday Party in 2019?
Oh no! How exciting! So we got to do a holiday party. That's the one thing I wish California Adventure would adopt. We do the scary parties, and now we're doing like the theme nights. Like, just do a couple holiday parties. It would be so much fun.
I know, and that's why I feel like Bat need to be here because she's our like other worlder, and she loves. So it used to be called Happy Hollow Wishes, and we all know Batten is our Wishes fan, and obviously now Wishes is gone because now it's Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
So the Halloween theme had to now change because Wishes is now gone. So they're also upping the like projections, but in your world or in your land, Mrs., there's rumors that World of Color villainous show for Disney California Adventure.
For Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Bring it on.
Which makes me think, when you think about doing a Halloween party at DCA, if they're doing a World of Colors villain show, maybe.
That'll be interesting to see what that like dovetails into. Like if it's a holiday party for both parks, because the Halloween has just always been Disneyland. So normally whoever doesn't have the Disneyland pass, the holiday, they go to DCA. But I'd love it. I love new shows. They're fun. Especially World of Color. It's my favorite. I'm so glad it's back for my trip, and I just can't wait. So bring it on. I'd love a good villain show. That'd be awesome. And they always interdisperse it with like a regular one too. So it'll be like maybe the second show will be villains. So yeah, I'd be super excited about it.
All right, you've got a trip coming up. Tell me about it. What do you got planned, and is Batten going?
No, I don't think Batten's going, but we have it'll be a full 4 days, 5 days if you like think about when we get there. It's just it's been too long. I'm having so many Disney withdrawals. It's insane. And the Get Your Ears On season is so cute, and the fireworks look amazing. The food looks absolutely incredible, and the fact that it's falling on Food and Wine.
So that is that's not until like June 4th, right?
Yeah, it's going a little long, so I'm just excited that we picked a good weekend. I know it'll be a little busy because it's spring break season, but the way we do Disney is not a rush, so I don't mind any crowds or anything. And I've started a serious Excel sheet with all of the food and goodies that we need to keep our eyes out, because the Instagram thread has gotten so long what everyone's excited about. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I wonder if there'll still be a lot of like the merch left.
Yeah, I don't know how much I know that the Steamboat Willie popcorn buckets actually just sold out last week, And
Oh, the black and white ones?
Yeah, but I don't know how, like, I don't know anything else about, like, the sippers. I know that the like white polka dot spirit jerseys are gone.
Which ones? The
They're like
yellow ones?
minis. They're like white with like the birthday color polka dots on the
Oh,
bottom.
really? Oh, I never saw those.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot. I honestly, I think we've kept our thumb on the food most of all. I think all of us are just so excited for that, because we've made the final commitment that we'll just get everything. We'll try it, and if someone needs their own, then you can feel free to go buy it. But we want to sample almost everything. So
yeah,
we're gonna strategize accordingly. But yeah, it'll be the longest time I've been in the park for. I mean, I was just before Christmas last year, so it's been too long.
Yeah,
and I'm so excited. Yeah,
well, maybe if you snap it or you Insta story it, we can make that into a video.
I know everyone wants sneak peeks, but
we want some vlogs.
We want some vlogs.
We want a little Between the Two Worlds vlogs.
We'll see. I mean, a vlog won't be as interesting if it's just over a table with me like stuffing my face. But yeah, I think
you're going to be insting or snapping, or I don't know which one you do now, but you're going to be doing one of them, and we're just going to download that video and we're going to post it.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to a Disney vacation, and it just makes me want to schedule a Walt Disney World one, because I know Batten's got her annual pass she wants to burn, so got to make it worth it.
Do you know when hers expires?
She bought it when we were there last time.
January. Yeah.
So I think I think it's through.
So she's got until the end of the year.
Yeah, I think she's through like October at least.
Yeah, she wants to do wine and dine.
Who doesn't?
And I came this close to signing up for the wine and dine half, and then realized it's the same weekend as a friend's. Like, so I'm like, no, I can't. No.
Yeah,
it's like a $1,000 investment in running. Another year. I'm
gonna add it to our calendars for the 5th anniversary of the Disneyland Paris, so that way we don't forget it.
Yes.
That's the next one I'm looking forward to, and then as soon as they hopefully open up California's running again.
I want to do Tinkerbell again.
I know.
I love me a Tinkerbell.
Who knows? They've got so much construction going on. I have no idea.
It'll be some time.
Sad faces.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sad about. I mean, the running, I'm not sad faced about. Missing that. Missing everybody being in California. That I do get sad about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. So such a crazy news week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, all of those major announcements. I think that was my whole feed on Google, everything, coworkers, like it was all talking about
all the news.
Yep.
All the news. Well,
we spread far and wide, the Disney lovers.
So much to share. And there'll be another, God knows what else is going on. Who knows? But for now, I think that's it. Should we close it off?
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, we'll be back next week. I'll be live from Disneyland.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So if we can make this happen, we're going to get Alexis recording from Disneyland, maybe a little Grand Californian, because that seems to be her place of computer pop-up. Who knows? But we'll be back. We'll be doing our proposed topic, where we'll be talking about the newest VIP tour from Disney, World of Dreams. Batten, myself, Alexis, we're all glad you could come and hear us today. We are Between Two Worlds. Check us out on Instagram, and I'm going to get these wrong because Alexis did them this last time, and I didn't write this part down even though I'm wearing the ears. You can catch us on Instagram, YouTube, and that's it. We're only rocking those two right now.
That's all you got to rock.
And it's B2W podcast on both of those. So check us out. If you like these videos, feel free to subscribe. We'll be coming out every Sunday. Yeah. Love you guys. Talk soon.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.